Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Akaha Kodash. Double honors unto my apostles and elders of Great Millstone who have taught me this truth, who rule well, teach well with much diligence, watching over the flock. Peace, love, and citation unto the hopeful elect kings and priests who are out there bringing out this word in sincerity and in truth in hopes of salvation at Yahweh Shai's return. Likewise, shalom unto the sisters and little ones who are also patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return. I am the brother Amawan from the Great Millstone branch of Los Angeles, back here with another quick lesson this afternoon. It's 2:24 p.m. Today's date is May 14th, 2021. Just real quick, I want to go into a news update. Computer brain chips, RFID. It's something I stumbled across yesterday. Just more information, more news and more signs and wonders of Esau's of miracles, as it is written in the scriptures of him to perform. This man has split the atom, right? And now he's trying to put RFID chip, radio frequency identification chips, into humans. Well, not trying to, he is. All right, he's using it in animals. Okay, he's using it in. Let me see if I can block this out. He's using it on animals, testing it on animals. Monkeys are playing video games with their brain. So they're testing it first on animals, but there is actually a study on an actual human. As it says here from the UStoday.com, after researchers implanted microchips into his brain, a paralyzed man was able to write with his mind, Salakia. So Esau is he is the man. All right, this is the man that, as the scriptures say, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High. All right, this is his knowledge and wisdom that has perverted him. The Most High have given him this understanding, but he has thinking himself to think that he got this on his own. Researchers use an artificial intelligence software and brain-computer interface to help this man communicate by text. So his man used his mind to similar to you using your smartphone, having words pop up on the screen, but using his mind, man. That's crazy. This is one of Esau's wonders. It says a man who lost all movement below the neck after a spinal cord injury in 2007 was finally able to write again. 2007, Salakia, with his mind. Stanford University researchers use artificial intelligence software and a brain-computer interface to help the man with immobilized limbs to communicate by text, according to a study published Wednesday in the preview journal Nature. Dr. Jamie Henderson, a professor of neurosurgery at Stanford, implemented 2 microchips the size of baby aspirins, the size of baby aspirin, about 1 millimeter, into the man's brain in 2017. The chips have electrodes that record neurons in the motor cortex, the part of the brain that controls hand movement. When the man imagined he was using his hand to write on a notepad, the computer converted his thoughts into a text on a computer screen. So this brain chip is the size of an aspirin. Whew, that's, man. All this type of information on one small computer chip. All right. This approach allowed a person with paralysis to compose sentences at speeds nearly comparable to those of able-bodied adults of the same age typing on a smartphone. Henderson said the goal is to restore the ability to communicate by text. And it goes on to say about the words per minute, what can be auto-corrected. All right, Lord willing, I'll post this in the description box. But this is one of this man's wonders. All right? This man is having text pop up on a screen but using his mind. All right? A study back in 2017, man. This is when this man's chip was implanted in his head. Okay? Now I'm gonna read the scripture real quick. Probably be the only one I read. I'm not intending to make this lesson any long, but the signs are all there. Esau is using this thing, man. he's going to use it for as far as your banking information. He's going to link it all in one thing, all in one WAP. It says Revelations 13:11, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. Okay, the 2 horns represents the publicans and the Democrats. All right, the dragon represents the Roman Empire, because back then you had the plebeians, which were favored towards the poor, and then you had the patricians, which were favored towards the rich, which we considered the Republicans today. All right, and these are the same guys, that same puppets that you see, that are being used to push this agenda. All right, saying like they got a certain people that are on different staffs and different parts of job to give information to the leaders of the world to tell them to the world, man. All right, because people believe that listening to the president, he's God and everything he says is true. It ain't true, man. Esau's a liar, man, that the Bible speaks of. He's the devil that the Bible speaks of. Verse 12, and he exerciseth all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. All right? And America practices everything that Rome did, as far as its language, okay, as far as its customs, all right, its statues, okay, its roads, its system, everything. All right, the eagle. All right, Rome had Rome symboled banner, I say, was the eagle. So same thing with America, same thing with the Greeks. So America is that son of perdition, all right, whose deadly wound was healed, as the scripture is going to say. It says, and he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. Because America, Rome came back 2.0 through America. All right, the same devil that was loose for a little season, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. All right, going back to Hiroshima and Nagasaki, Esau dropped those bombs over there. Okay, and wiped out them Moabites and Ammonites. Nuclear waste all in the ocean and shit, man. That was Esau. He surprised the whole world when he did that. The first nation ever to drop atomic bomb on the other nation, man. Verse 14, he deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. Okay? This whole power structure in the sight of NATO, EU. All right, because America is the one that rideth upon the beast. And everybody is witnessing this whore, how she's behaving. Okay? Let me read it again, verse 14. He deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. Right? Because if you don't practice this man's custom, because something that is an image, all right, it's basically you can idolize it. That's what that's talking about. You practice the ways of it. So if those that are not taking the same custom as America is doing, all right, they're gonna get heavy judgment, right? Like all these nations you see now. If Syria don't want to get down, same thing with Gaddafi. If they didn't want to get down, what did Esau do? He sent his jackals and laid them out and take over their resources, man. So it's the same thing happening now. If you're not down with this chip, that's why it's a global it's a global pandemic, so-called, because Esau is trying to bring in his new world order using this miracle, this RFID chip that got with this guy here. He's controlling his brain, yo. I mean, not controlling his brain. He's using his mind to make text to text, man. And they practice on a man that was paralyzed, haven't had any what would it say? Let me go here. believe it said he wasn't able to move his move for 10 years or something like that. Let me do a fact check real quick. He wasn't able to like move his hand. Let me see. Right, basically his immobilized limbs. You brothers basically get the gist of it. You know, but this is a wonder, man. This is what Esau does. This is the power that's been given him from on high, man. And this is some, you know, artificial intelligence. That's exactly what it is. It can be manipulated. That's why it's not on point. When you read through that article, he's not fully let me say it. Let me just get it here. When you read through it, artificial intelligence. It says his error rate was about one mistake every 18 or 19 attempted characters. Artificial intelligence. All right, you can't trust this man's science. When researchers use an autocorrect function similar to the most smartphones, error rates plummeted below 1% when he was asked to copy text and slightly more than 2% when he was asked to write something original. Right, so basically it autocorrected his incorrects, but it was very better than what they thought, so to say. You know, but this is a miracle, you know. According to the world, people, oh, wow, we should really begin to do that more. And people that don't, you know, because this would be the first people they tested on, you know. It says, verse 15, he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak. And he calls it that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Okay. How is he causing it to speak? Putting it in law. All right. Putting it on the books. Okay. But that's the point. I'm going to stop right there. You know, it goes into the chip. You know, as a matter of fact, let me read it. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. And we read that. We've been reading that over the past 6 months, first year to the 5th year to the 30th years. We've been in this thing, you know, over and over. And now the Lord is really making it manifest. This, as the scripture said, this. We'll now begin to see these signs, you know, because hey, man, the signs are here. 10 years ago, when I came in this thing, you didn't really see this as often, you know. But now Esau got his microchip where he want to track a virus before it comes, like, you know. And this is stuff he's bringing out in 2021. This was in 2017. It says, 2 Esdras 9:5, for like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonder and power of powerful works, and endings in effects and signs. All right, endings in effects and signs. All right, we see the effect of what the Lord's doing. That's the sign. You know, we see, okay, what the Lord has caused to spring forth and the effects of it. All right. But I'm going to end it there. Call all Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai Ba'ashim Rakakodash. Until the next news update, I say shalom.